the Stanley Parable. Um, well, we're just back in the game. It is just story, kinda. For those of you who haven't played Stanley Parable, I don't give a shit.
Wow, okay then.
I honestly do not care about your existence. And that may sound a bit harsh, because it is. But also, I will catch you up to speed. So basically, it's about this guy named Stan.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
So yeah, that is the story of the Stanley Parable. It tells itself, really.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
A lot.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
You know, maybe I did miss a memo. Let me check if I missed a memo. Let me just...
I absolutely hate the fact that I'm getting creepy vibes from this, but I'm just here playing the least creepy game possible.
What game?
I'm playing Club Penguin on the DS.
You're playing Club Penguin.
When
Okay.
Stanley came to a set of two open doors,
Okay, this
he
is the
entered
one that
door
works,
on his
good.
left.
Okay. So
Thank God.
basically, he just said that I entered the door on my left. But as you can clearly see, I have not entered a door. And especially not the one on my left. This could implicate that I could in fact choose to go to the right door. And this in turn makes his entire story more irritatable. So, you know, time to be a little bit of a dick.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
That I did. That was my plan all along.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring.
Alright, that's
It had really been
everyone
worth
done.
the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
I did. It was great. Okay, let's go.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yeah, sure, that looks creepy enough.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Well, I didn't know this elevator existed, but I want to check it out, so I'm just gonna maybe, Oh. Oh, pretty cool. Cool stuff. I don't know how to be a good YouTuber.
I don't think any of us
But
do, to be
Stanley
honest.
didn't want to go back to the office.
Yeah.
He wanted to wander about and get even
I
further
did.
off track. So now, in order to get back, he needed to go,
What? Where do we need to
from
go,
here,
narrator?
it's, left.
Okay, we're going left. Let's go.
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake.
Oh, we're going to the right. Sure.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
Which way do you want me to
It's
go?
clearly... Oh, dear. Would you hold on for a minute, please?
You guys enjoying the stream so far?
Let's see, we went down, right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay. Okay, an elevator. A staircase, I mean. This is...
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
But I don't want it. This looks cool.
Okay. We just have to get back to
This game is dumb.
It's all rubbish.
It is.
The whole story completely
Wait,
unusable.
Club Penguin or this?
How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this
No,
nonsense,
it's
we'll just
Stanley
restart the
Parable.
game from the beginning.
Okay.
And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay. From the
You know-
top.
Wait, no. No.
You know, I kind of want to speedrun this game at some point. Like the one I'm playing right now.
That could probably be something,
All
yeah.
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the
Wait, there
meeting
should
room.
be-
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Where is it? There should be. I need to check all the computers. Hold up. I know there is a way to get a very good ending, but I need to check all the computers to get the thing that I need to get the ending. Where is it? Right, this time I'll follow him. But
When Stanley... Wait.
Well-
Wait, what?
there's a lot more
No.
doors here.
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh.
I did.
Everything should be...
You did, yeah.
Or did something change? Stanley?
No.
Did you change anything when we were back in that room with all
Maybe.
the monitors?
No.
Did you move the story somewhere, or...
I didn't.
Hold
no.
on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
So many doors. Which one should I choose?
Whichever one advances the plot.
That is probably every door, but okay. I guess I'll choose this one because this one's new and connected to a different door. Oh boy, story everywhere. Ooh, exciting. I'm gonna take a right. Wavy corridors. I'm going to
I'll
the...
say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's
Yeah.
got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot.
No,
Why
wait,
not?
no, wait, don't. What does he always gotta do this? Alright, here we go again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yes, meeting room. Very meeting room. Of course. Meeting room.
Okay, yep, it's worse.
There-
I might be
there's no
remembering
door.
this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Sure, why not? Go back this one. Don't see any story here.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
Story time, let's go. Plot progression.
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
No plot progression. Back to plot progression.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
I
Do you
do
remember,
remember.
Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yay!
Congratulations!
We did it! We beat the Stanley
I know you put
Parable!
in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job.
Well, you beat one of the endings.
No, I don't feel right
Oh,
about this
never.
at
No,
all.
I did. Never
We
mind.
both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
No, please. Oh. I have to get back. What? Oh, this is this
All right,
ending. Oh, I love
I've
it.
got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Yeah! Stanley Parable Adventure 9. Let's go. It's adventure time. Ooh, interesting. Very cool.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
Well,
Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need
Okay.
to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me.
cool.
Now, we
sure.
can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that.
Good question.
You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Yeah, here it comes. It's the adventure. Okay, hold up. I gotta really just tune down the music volume a bit. Jesus, that was high. That was loud.
That was very loud.
Is it still loud?
Wait, cut the music.
Yeah, but I'm
Go
okay
back
with it.
and look at that fern.
Never mind.
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in
Hold up. Let me just meow down. Okay, there we go.
the story.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
All right, I'll remember it very good. I'll remember every single leaf on this fern. Look at it. It's got like it's got this brown leaf right here, a little browner. You see that? Look, it's got these like big leaves. It's got like it's got like a little black sprouts within the middle of it. Oh, I gotta remember that. Okay, I think I know the fern now. Let's go.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
You know what? Frick you, Line. I'm not following you. I can find my own Stanley Parables. Alright, you win, Line. We're following you. Getting told what to do by a line. Now then, where are we going? Oh my god.
Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything
sad.
we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
No. Why did you constantly cut me off like that? Okay, here we go again.
You know what, Stanley?
Hold on a second.
I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're
Jesus.
intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Let's go.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be?
Okay.
Go wild. Use
Okay, I'm
your
gonna go have dinner
imagination.
for a bit. See ya.
Whatever it might
All
be,
right, see ya.
Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Yeah, you will be, won't you? You will be. Hold on. Give me just a second to do something. Alright, I'm back in the game. Oh, let's go. Left turn, and left turn, and left turn, and then the left turn, and left turn, left turn, ooh, and a right turn. Ooh, and another left turn. And oh no, that's the line. I went backwards, didn't I? My bad, my bad. I got disoriented. This way, right? And then left. No, I keep going backwards. How do I do that? I should stop checking out some of the stuff. I should just go straight. Just follow things. Do not, look at Discord. I know Nate's gone, but it's fine. We can live through this. All you gotta do is just follow what is not the line.
Oh no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Do not acknowledge the line. The line does not exist. The line is not a thing. It's gone. It's fine.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision.
Let's
From
go.
here, the story is in our control.
Decision
How important
fog.
we mustn't squander the opportunity. In
Alright.
fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Oh, well, wrong way. Oops, sorry.
Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here.
Correct.
And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin.
Yes.
So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one.
Of course.
Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
The
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game what, eight times?
Oh, I die.
That's
Oh.
really how all this goes? It's all determined?
Can I sit in the chair?
So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
Oh my god.
And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle?
Did we?
The,
Yeah, maybe.
whatever it is that made this schedule?
Maybe.
How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not
Yeah.
quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey.
Well, that's a
They're
very
always
good
saying
question.
that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually.
Eventually.
Well, in the meantime,
Ah, man, it broke. Oh, darn it. I hate it when my Stanley Parable game breaks. Oh. Oh. Do you, thanks for the follow, I suppose? I just
his co-workers
recently
were
read
gone. What could it
saw
mean?
the,
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I just recently saw the thing where it says that I got followed by someone, so I gotta say thank you to this person for following me. I'm gonna press this. Boop. And begin the game again. That's it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
Wh
decided to go to the
where am I?
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This is not the Stanley Parable. This is not the Stanley Parable. This is a way different map. Hey.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yes, I did.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
To my boss's office, I did.
Stepping into his...
That's weird. I need to begin the game again. I was starting to get an ending, but then... Was Rudy? What?
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
What the hell? Strange. I'm just trying to get an ending. Okay. Seems normal.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Hello? Oh hey, it is one of my friends. Welcome to the stream, friend. How are you doing?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright. Supposed to find like another computer somewhere, but I can't.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
This again?
All of his co-workers were gone.
No.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Why? What is going on right now?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I said that my friend just left. Just decided
Stepping
to
into his
get up
manager's
and
office,
leave.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover.
He said that was such a dick move. He just got into the call and then immediately after just decided to leave.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
It's raining.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Almost
No
done.
matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the
Yes, input received. Alright. Almost done. Let's go. We did it. Input. Yes. Oh my god, it's button heaven. I need to press every single one of these buttons. Oh. Buttons. This is it. This is the ending. Just buttons. Let's begin the game again. Right, now where should we go? Well, I can do that old thing again, but let's not. Because I don't want to.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
No, I did, yeah. It's kinda boring, you know. Well, there are some doors open back there. Kinda just wanna know what's in them, you know. Just kinda wanna walk through the wall, but I don't have any hands, so I can't do that.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Fine, I'll take the door on my left.
Yet
What
there
did
was
I?
not a
What did I
single
not
person
do?
here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
No. No, I'm just gonna stay in the broom closet, you know, it's very nice.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here. It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Well, that's what I do best. Sweet FA.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please
because
offer
I
me some
want to.
explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I just want to. I like standing in this broom closet. It's very nice. It has a bunch of, you know, tools and shit. And there's like this.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Interesting. Then why was it here in the first place?
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Yeah, they probably will. But you don't have to say it
Stanley
like that.
was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Oh,
And I'm back.
he's insulting me.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
I'm dead
What
apparently.
is-
Got
what
to
is
this
going
broom
on?
closet,
I'm in the
explored
broom
a bit,
closet.
And we're just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard.
Apparently I'm dead.
Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
Yes.
Hello?
Of course.
Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them.
Do we have a person like
When
that
you've
here?
done that, just step out into the hallway.
Can someone repeat that for me, please?
Just you know, I was going into the broom closet. I went into the broom closet, which is this broom closet, and he decided to be like, oh, so you're dead, and then he wants another person to go play it. But okay, fine, I'll get out of the broom closet.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Can I though?
You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the
You
mercy
can't
of an
outdo
entire
yourself,
species of invalids.
my good sir.
Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish?
Fish.
Fungus?
Fungus?
Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just
Okay,
be waiting
sure.
for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Hey, I'm here. Pick up the story.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
But what if I didn't? Instead, I walked down to whatever this is. Oh, jeez. So that shiny. Anywho, let's not walk up, we'll walk down.
But Stanley just couldn't do it.
Nope.
He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that.
Oh, pardon
And
me.
in such a competitive
It's
economy,
okay.
why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all.
There we go.
None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For
Like what?
example, why couldn't he see his feet
Where are my
when
feet?
he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he
Because
went?
that's how
And for
first-person
that
games
matter, these rooms
work.
were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream.
Of course.
What a relief Stanley felt to have
Is it,
finally found an
though?
answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
Phew, that's
He thought to
relief.
himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon.
Yep.
I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons.
will have to,
I may
yeah.
as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
Ooh, that
So
would be cool.
he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Yeah, I'm flying.
Then he
Woo.
imagined himself soaring through
Stanley
space
has
on a
turned on
magical
creative mode.
starfield, and it too appeared. It
On a
was so much
starfield.
fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid?
That's a
And
good
then
question.
perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Yes.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought.
Wow.
And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be?
Why did I
Was
not think of
Stanley
this trap
simply
before?
deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
Oh no.
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt,
I
that
did,
this
yeah,
was in
I
fact
thought
a
I was a
dream.
dream.
Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that?
Please
This
explain to me,
voice was a
voice.
part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control.
Whoever made this
that
game,
was a dream.
how
closed his
how
eyes
can you
gently,
make it so
And he invited himself
self-aware?
to wake up.
I
He
don't
felt the
know,
cool weight
but
of
I
the
love
blanket
it.
on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back,
I did.
the fresh
So
air
so
of a
nice.
world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
Yes.
I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I
It
want
is.
my apartment, and my
Yes.
wife,
Yeah.
and my job.
Well,
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
absolutely.
My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Good Place theme starts playing. Oh. Well,
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please,
Oh
just
God,
someone
everything's
tell
turning
me I
red.
am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
oh well, there goes my vision. At least, I think.
You
This is
you
the
have lost
story of a
scene
woman named
privileges.
Mariella.
Oh, Mariella, I guess. Okay. I'll believe
Mariella
this
woke
now.
up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed,
Mm-hmm.
gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
Mm-hmm.
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
Oh.
And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was
I
obviously
absolutely
crazy.
hate this chase
This
sequence,
much she
not gonna
knew.
lie.
Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled
Oh, yeah.
for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Well, Stanley's dead. Or is he?
That was so perfectly timed.
I think you. Or have I showed you this yet? No, he's dead. Buttons, just infinite buttons to press.
Just keep pressing buttons.
Oh, this is triggering my early stage arthritis. Okay. I think there was an ending where he was just, where I just stay in my room forever. Wait, what's that sound? Wait,
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
is it
Stanley
raining?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
That's weird. It's raining. That never happened before.
For a moment,
Yeah?
I thought it was actually outside, and then I realized it actually is outside, and then I realized it's also in the game.
I also thought it was outside, so I looked outside, but it's
When
it's
Stanley
dry.
came to a set of
to
two
me.
open doors,
Yeah, it's
he
not
entered the door on his left.
outside.
It's. Ooh.
This was not the
So
correct way
weird.
to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee
great.
lounge first, just to admire it.
I did, yes. It was
Wow.
beautiful.
Yes, this
Let's
room.
continue.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley
Okay,
took the
come on.
first open door on his left.
I did not. I don't care. Screw you.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Find a way. I want to get. I want to find different things. I don't have a key card. Shit.
Alright, let's do this. I absolutely love this puzzle, but
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that but in his eagerness to prove that
Ow.
he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good
died
job,
again.
Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Thank you. Well, I died.
I
All of
love
his
this
co-workers were
game.
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a
What?
memo.
What the fuck?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Every computer had the same screen saying the end is never the end, it's never the end, it's never the end. That was weird. Wait, it's here too. All of them have the... Strange. That never happened before. I'm turning all of them off because I don't like that look. Just waiting until
When
something
Stanley
changes.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Should have entered the door on my right. Should have entered the door on my right.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Ooh, the executive bathroom is open. I've got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. Say that's a lovely purse. Guess I'm just in the executive bathroom now. Cool. Epic.
How do you just randomly get there?
I don't know, it just opened. Pretty epic. Wait a second, there's doors. Well then, how about we just not go to my boss's office and go in this room instead?
Why can I not use it? This is
An elevator?
don't stress me out.
Oh. Well, this is completely new. I have never seen this before. I've played the Stanley Parable a few times, but I've never been here. Oh, hey, look, it's the picture on the... And the most expensive boss. Anyway. Let's go into the elevator, I guess. Up, please.
Oh, that's what I was. Okay then. Time to speed on Grapple Gadget again.
You got this. I'll just be here in my elevator. Going wherever, I suppose. I don't know where this is going.
Alright, that's that.
Well, that was weird. Oh well.
The moment he
Right,
entered his
so-
manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone? This was too much for Stanley to take. Too much for any man to take. He fell to his knees, bursting into half moans, half sobs, the guttural retching of life from a man denied any hope, any reason to keep going.
So
Here on
sad.
the floor, he lay prone, paralyzed by fear for nearly a full hour. But when at last he began to move about and survey the situation, he found a keypad behind the boss's desk.
Okay.
What
Ooh,
could
look
it
at it.
mean? Was it a sign of hope for Stanley's future? Alas, it was not. For although this keypad guarded the terrible secret of Stanley's past, it had been assigned a 4-digit code so devious and so random that no man could... Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
I don't
That kind
care.
of anxiety isn't healthy. So
What?
he relaxed for a few moments
Fine.
with some calming New Age music.
Well, that looks pretty nice.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated,
Alright, let's go to this.
Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Alright, let's do this. I'm scared, I don't want to go. Can I just not? Like, this is a lot of pressure for a single man. Like, seriously, Oh, no. Aw. Well, I guess I'm going down now. I did like the elevator Easter egg. That was pretty fun.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
I did,
It was
yeah.
a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
The elevator broke. Great. Now where am I?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
But escape. I want to escape. I'm getting out of here.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
And I'm not going in here anymore. What? You just glitched out for a second. I had no idea what you just said.
I wanted this.
What? I cannot hear you.
I want to see the funny death.
Alright, I guess we're going to die. You like gonna try and stop me again, narrator, or are you just
The
gonna
door
move?
behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
I can't.
At this
Nate, I
point,
can just
Stanley
leave.
was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
I can still walk backwards. Nate, please, just let me walk backwards. Just let me.
Alright.
Yeah?
Alright. You can walk backwards.
Alright, you've tricked me. You've tricked me once again. Oh, I stopped just in time to see my imminent death. Nope, not doing it. I'm not dying. We'll save that ending for a later date, because I suddenly remembered what that ending was, and it's a very cool ending, but I need to show that as the last ending, because otherwise it's not cool.
I thought a lot of them were cool endings, to be fair.
Yeah, no,
Of
but
course,
that one's
Stanley
I
thought
think
better
that
of
one's
it
the
and
coolest.
realized he simply had too much to live for.
But that one, in specifically, was, I think, in my
The
opinion,
lights
the
rose
coolest.
on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Yes, I did actually. Like, easily.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many
thought all of my
individuals
coworkers were
reduced to
gone.
images on a screen.
They
and
are.
Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
That one's broken.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
Where's
Had
427?
Stanley really been under someone's
427.
control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept
I
it. His own
refuse.
life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible?
It was.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yes.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
But hear me out here. What if I turn the power on and I take control of the entire facility? I become the new boss.
That sounds very cool.
Let's do that.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
LOL.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yes.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
Oh.
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex.
Well,
How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't
Well.
it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires.
I hate you.
This is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it.
I hate
Mere
you so much.
moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely
hate you
know
with all
where
my
to
heart,
start.
narrator.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated?
Kinda, yeah, actually.
All
Where
right,
did they
I'm in
go?
a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing
bottom of
everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's
No.
30 seconds you have left to
No.
struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here.
Oh
Just
God,
you
what have I
being blown
done?
to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count.
I'm gonna press the button.
It's all the same to me.
I'm gonna turn it
All
off.
Part of the joke. And
I'm
believe
not gonna
me,
make
I
it.
will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade out until the moment I say happily ever after.
I couldn't click it in time. I really tried to click it, but I couldn't. I was
Oh, that sucks.
a little too far away. That was my bad.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
It was, yeah. I know exactly where they could be. I'm gonna find them.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
All right, you wanted to see me die in that miserable death pit?
Yet there was not a single person here either.
I'm going to show
Feeling
you
a
death.
wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Speedrun. Stanley Parable speedrun. Let's
Okay,
go.
I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some
Oh, cool.
buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Thanks. Thanks for the speedrun, mate. I appreciate it. Come on. I'm pressing the button. Let's go. Friggin' speedruns. By the way, I don't think I've mentioned this yet. I got a new follower recently, about yesterday at like 4:30. We got a follower, so thank you, Leo, for the follow. Yeah. I hope I did not butcher that
Stanley
name.
walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Time to die.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
No, I don't think I will. I think I'll be alive. I think you're just lying.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
I think you
At
just
this
want to
point,
do me.
Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
I did. Yes, I'm going to confront my death. I'm going to jump down there and die. Here we go. Whoa!
Or will you?
We will not yet. I mean, we will die. Just it will take a little bit. Here we are.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
Oh, that's
Stanley
mean.
can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision
Please,
of what this
no.
world is. Perhaps
Dear God,
his death
no.
was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
Wow,
So
very
he
cool.
resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Oh dear God. No, no. I did not want to die like this. Please, no.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
What?
In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated
Let him alive.
as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oh, of course I died. What?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What
Oh, yeah,
exactly
cool.
did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the
Oh
moment
shit,
he
I
hit
forgot
start?
how cool this ending is. Love it. I think that's so cool. It's got everything, you know. It's got all the different office doors. Got the computers and shit. You got the button sounds. What are you laughing at? That's just cool. Maintenance room. Oh, is that a plant? Oh, it's the office. Got it. It's over here. Warzone. Excuse me, this was not in the game. Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. Okay. So that didn't work. Okay, what's this? Narrator emails from Dink Dunk. Subject gay. Are you gay? Well, original response meaning nope, not reading that. What's this? In the office, the lounge. You got a telephone. The apartment timer. The cargo lift? Oh, that was a different cargo lift back then. Another cargo lift? They got zending levers of the zending. Pull a lever in the air to describe what color lever they are pulled. Cool. This is the zending. Screenshot the Pixar version of the ending known as zending, which eventually cut and merged with another part of the game. Another zending model. Weird. I don't know what this zending is, but it sounds kind of weird. You got you got the meeting room stuff. It's the maintenance layer. Huh. This is really cool. I always like this. That is trailers. Okay. I just heard someone message me. Who messaged me? A lot of people messaged me.
I mean, someone joined your server.
Who
There's
did?
that.
Oh, it's Soup. This is so sad. It's just Soup. That's the only thing that happened that is so sad. Anywho, back to game. Where were we? Can't even see my own game. There we go. Okay. What's something over here? Which is more stuff. We got a countdown desk, freedom ending, monitor room elevator. Here you got the exit. Not going there yet. We got boss's office, different versions of it. The underground. They have narration outtakes. We adapted for the air game roughly 3 separate times over the 2 years of development. These are clips from early takes that were not used in the final game. Oh my god, I got it again. He left. Wow. What is it? Oh god, you can hear his voice when you're here. I'm getting out of here. That is the last person I want to hear right now. Anywho, I think that's about everything here. I think I showed everything. I think. Wait, maybe I didn't show these pillars, which are also kind of cool. Yeah. Well, game design mock-up. That's kind of cool. Wait, this one I haven't shown yet. Oh, this is the different versions of Stanley's office. That's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Anyway, time to go to the exit. Where were we? Ah, yes, we were going to die. Let's get back to it, shall we?
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
How I wish for you to shut up.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
You know what else can't be seen? You. And I don't like that.
But
So
listen
let
to
me die.
You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
I
Push
can-
escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
Okay. Here's our last choice. Do we resume the game and die or quit? Just quit. Just leave. What do we do? I'm gonna leave it up to you, Nate.
Hold on. Okay, what's the okay? Resume the game. Begin the game.
You have two options. Either
Let's resume. Let's resume and see what happens.
Okay,
Time
we die. That's it.
Oh, what fun!
Alright. I'm still technically in the... I haven't restarted yet. It's still here. Okay, well... Anywho, that's gonna do it for today. If you guys have enjoyed, don't forget to consider following. You don't have to, but you could consider it, and it would be of great importance to me in particular. And remember, have a good one.